What's up, guys? This is Rabia, and you are listening to the Ranger Rants. How's everyone doing? I am doing pretty good. Actually, life's been very happening, um, and it's been good. It's been so long since we did a solo episode. I did a solo episode. It feels like years. It's only been like a month or 4 weeks, we would say. I posted like 3 episodes with guests, and it's been incredible, insane. But a part of me really missed doing solo episodes, and I could not wait to come back and do an episode by myself. And I'm so excited. So we'll just do like a check in, and then we'll talk a little bit about the topic. The topic is also like very light. And then cuz okay, so this topic that I'm going to discuss today, why I'm already talking about it, but this topic this I'm going to discuss today, it's like a base for my next topic, which is going to be like a bigger episode. So I don't know, obviously no one cares about it. Like in my head, like there are some episodes that are really major for me, and I really prepare for them. Like my favorite one, how to deal with inferiority complex or the fear of missing out, or how to stand out. Episodes like that, they are like the major episodes. So today's episode is gonna be like the base of my next episode. I'm very excited for the next episode. You guys will really like that episode. So obviously I'm really excited for it. But it's Thursday, it's 11:30 in the night, and usually I'm asleep by that time. Guys, my routine have been so good. I cannot tell you guys. First of all, obviously the weather is getting better. I would not say better. It's getting better to get worse, because it's gonna be hot. And I am not ready for it. We have a month of of a pretty pleasant weather, and we have Ramzan coming over. But after Ramzan, after Eid, it's gonna be insane, and I am not ready for it. I am never ready for summers, but I do enjoy spring a lot. I really enjoy spring. I don't know, it just brings like so much happiness in me. I am always so motivated whenever spring comes in, and I feel like February is really the right month to start new things, and I literally picked up like 3 things. One, and it's like it's not a major things. I don't want to jinx it. Like, and I'll share one of it. So one of it is that I started reading at night, and I read 5 pages every single day. And I know it doesn't seem like a big thing, but I would only read on weekends. And I realized that I just scroll through my phone, and it's not really good. So at night I just put my phone away. I read until I feel like my eyes shutting, which happens after 5th page or 6th page, then I sleep. So it's been very good. And in the morning, so I now wake up at 6 a.m. My office is at like 9. I go to my office at 9, so I wake up 3 hours before going to office, and I take my time. I do 2 things before going to office. I really scheduled my things, and my routine seems a bit proper. I really wanted to have like a routine like that before Ramzan. I think I did. It's been a week. If I'm being truly honest with you, it's just been a week that I'm doing it, but I want to be consistent with it. And maybe by the end of this month, I can let you all know what I did and how you can like add things in your routine, and then we all can just have a productive year. But I was watching this video of someone, and they said that you need to do something risky before turning 25 or 26. So I'm gonna take that risk. It's not that risky, but I can live a very comfortable life without it. But I am putting myself in a little bit discomfort so that I can achieve things that like it's like obviously I shared a lot of times that being an adult, no one tells you what to do. You, if you want like professional or personal achievements, you have to yourself like um work towards it. No one gonna tell you, and you're very comfortable with your job and you get monthly paid for it, and you're on weekend, you have plan with your friends, but it's so hard to break it. But I'm trying to break it so that I can like have a better future for myself. So I am so ready to like work hard this year. Else I know that there would be a time when maybe I would not be able to do the things I can right now. Not because I'll get old or something, but because obviously things change and I'll maybe get more responsibility. So I'm just really excited, and if I'm consistent with those things, so I can let you all know okay what I started doing. I think you guys can tell. I just don't want to jinx it for myself. मैं जब भी बढ़ा चढ़ा के बात करती हूँ ना, तो हमेशा वो चीज़ नहीं होती मेरे लिए. So I just don't want to jinx it. But the thing is that के obviously we have this goal, and we just with reading, I don't want to read a lot, but I want to read decent. तो इस वजह से मैंने सोचा कि इंस्टेड ऑफ मी रीडिंग लाइक इतना ज़्यादा ऑन वीकेंड, आई कैन रीड 5 pages every single night. In that way, एक तो I won't scroll through my phone, and I'll put my phone aside, I'll read it, and it literally feels so good. And I'll wake up hours before the office. I really want to wake up at 5 a.m., but we'll work towards it. And obviously, because I'm at office all the times, and so when I come back home, I really want to spend time with my mom and my dad. My sister started going to university, so it's and she's going to the university I have got my bachelor's degree from. So I'm just always so excited to go back and hear like how was her day, who she met, and about her teachers and everything. So like, yeah, so at night it's my time is fully like, okay, I'm gonna spend time with my mom. We're gonna watch a drama at 8 a.m. I'm gonna talk to my sister, my dad. I'm gonna sleep, and in the morning I'll like do the things for my personal growth, right? I'll do things like journaling or stuff like that. I'll mostly do in the morning. I'll process so that I could like go to the office and interact with people and just like process and to like face the world. And then I'll go to office and work and then come back, have a great time. So एक तो मुझे लगता है कि whenever like the spring is coming in, you just feel this like rush of motivation in you, and I think it's like the perfect weather to adapt any hobby or work towards any goal you might want to achieve. And I so it's what I say, I don't want to jinx it, but it's been like I am taking the baby steps, and I hope that I could be motivated enough to like achieve it and then celebrate with you guys. I don't know how we can do it, but yeah, that's what's happening. That's what makes me happy, that I'm doing something for myself. You guys might be wondering, Rabia, what book you're reading. So I'm gonna give a whole. This segment is fiction talk. So I am reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I absolutely love it. I am 100 pages in. It has 600 pages, so we have a long way to go. But I am truly obsessed with that book. Not obsessed in a way that I want to read it all the time, binge read it all the time, but I am not bored by it, which I really like. And yeah, it's very, very, very good. I would actually recommend, but at the same time, for some people, it might be boring. For me, okay, so here's the thing. When I started reading, I also started with like easy to catch books, and the books that had like small chapters, and it was just very like easy to read, easy to understand. But then my taste in genre changed, and last year and even this year I have read a lot of books by Japanese and Korean authors. And if you have ever read like a Japanese author translated an English book, then you would know that they do not have chapters. They have like 4 chapters in total in the book. So I was so used to it that even in this book, like I'm 100 pages in and I'm on the third, it's like the third chapter. And I was talking to someone who's also reading that book, and they were like, the chapters are so long, it bothers them. And I can understand, it would have bothered me too, but I am so used to like having one chapter of 100 pages that this feel like, oh, a chapter actually ended. This is like this is interesting. So I think I built myself कि I can really read like these slow burn or इस तरह की books. So I am genuinely really enjoying it. My goal is to finish it before Ramzan. I'll make a whole podcast. Like, I want to talk about Ramzan, like, and I'll talk about it like when Ramzan is nearer. Because obviously पिछले 2 साल से my Ramzan was very different. I was working from home and I had all the time, and तो बहुत सी चीज़ें थी. मतलब I was going for Tarawih, I was going for Dawah Quran, I made Ramzan special podcasts. I don't know, I'm yet to figure out कि इस रमज़ान क्या करना है और किस तरह schedule बनाना है so that we can make the most out of it. But I'll like mention that in any other podcast or in any other episode. But that's what I am reading, and it's very, very, very exciting. Uske alawa, there's show coming out this year that I'm really excited. I am so excited about. Okay, so first, Dilwali Gali is coming. It has Sajal Ali as a main lead. I really love and adore Sajal Ali. Like, I'm always seated for her shows because I really love her characters. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it because it's a Ramzan show. I don't think I'm gonna watch it in Ramzan. I'm gonna watch it after, so I'll probably binge watch it on Eid, and I'm really excited for that. Then there's another show coming, When Life Give You Tangerines. It's a K-drama. Its main lead is Park Bogum. Park Bogum was also in Reply 1988 last year. This time I was watching that show, and I really, really, really loved him in that show. और उसी time पे this show, When Life Give You Tangerines, was announced. So I was seated because the female lead of this show is IU, this Korean actress plus singer, and I really like that woman as well. So I was really, really, really excited for the pairing. That show is also going to come in Ramzan, and that I'll watch after binging Dilwali Gali. I'll have like a week, hopefully I'll have a week off for Eid, और उसमें Spanish fiction देखने. I hope the weather is good. फिर कल, literally कल, Netflix revealed the poster of Alice in Borderland season 3. I watched the season 1 and season 2 last year in May. It was so incredible. I truly, truly, truly loved that show so much, and I cannot wait for season 3. The season 3 is gonna come in September. There's like a lot of time. I have to wait 200 more years till it comes, but I am so excited for it. Time ko pata bhi nahi chalna. I am so excited for it. And then there's a book, A Study in Drowning. Uska second, I loved that book. It's like a 5-star book for me. Uska second part aana hai, A Theory of Dreaming. ऐसे करके, I'm so excited for it. So there's just a lot coming in fiction wise, and I'm just so excited. It just makes me so excited and so happy. And I really, really, really like fiction. I'm very intentional with what I watch and what I read, because I just don't want to watch something that is brain rot, or that is something that is just not very intelligent writing. So I'm very, very, very intentional with what I watch, and I think you should. I only watch things एक तो जिसमें I know कि okay, this actor, this writer or this director, I trust them, and I know कि उन्होंने कुछ ऐसा problematic नहीं लिखना. When I let the show be on here, and then after seeing कि okay, there's nothing negative in it, then I watch it. क्योंकि for me it's मतलब I don't want to be attached to a show और उसमें कुछ problematic हो और फिर it's just like a weird situation you're in, and I want to watch the fiction that like obviously makes you happy, and it's like it brings you comfort and joy, but at the same time it leaves something in me. So I'm just really excited for all these shows. And yeah, that's it for our fiction segment. It's okay, but our topic for today is kind of like dreams that stay as dreams. I am not sure. I'm kind of not sure about what the exact topic would be, but you get it. I hope so. So, in the past 2 years, I have seen a lot of people who were with me, like my friends, my brother, either who like moved to abroad or got married and moved to abroad. So like a lot of people are moving to abroad. और उसमें सबसे पहले obviously the first person that comes to my mind is obviously my brother. And obviously we all miss him so much, especially सर्दियों में I missed him like more. I don't know, for me winter is such a like I get such nostalgia in winters. So I always remember, okay, what was I doing last winter? I was with my brother, we went there, हमने ये किया. और फिर I miss my university time the most in winters. In 2018 winter, my cousin came over and she like lived with me for a month, and it was just 1 month for 1 year, but I still to this date remember that and miss that so much. So like winter for me is nostalgia, but this I was talking about like my brother. I miss him so much. So but other than him, I have just seen a lot of my friends that have moved to abroad. And obviously for them it's like very hard. You leave your country and you are in a country where the people are different. Here it's like we are like similar, we are the same people, we speak the same language, we are accepted here. You are in another country where people look different than you. The language is not similar, and there's just a lot of things different. I don't know how welcomed you feel in that country, and obviously it's just a new thing, but I have never been on that end, so obviously someone who have been could explain better. But it's also like kind of like seeing your friends or the people or sibling leave is also like kind of like a very strange and sad feeling that you are living the same life. Their life is gonna completely change, and they're just gonna live a totally different life, and you are gonna live the same life in contrast, but without that person. And it just makes me so sad. But at the same time, sometimes I think, oh, I wish this could happen to me as well. Like, why this could not happen to me? Because I want to be on the other side as well. I want to experience that. Whenever I would like, whenever I was 13, 14, I would, and even when I was 18, like for the most, it was never like that I was like, I really want to get this, but I really would like think about myself in a new place and having like my own place, and I'm getting groceries, and like maybe it was a lot with me watching and consuming content that have people like living alone in New York, living alone in Europe, and things like that. And even now I consume a lot of content, and I wish that could happen to me too. And I remember, if you guys, I remember it clearly, but if you guys remember, I was talking to Rosie in her podcast, in my podcast where she was the guest. My intrusive thought, 1 minute, I am not making sense. I was talking to Rosie from my intrusive thoughts in my podcast. Why I cannot speak in my podcast? And she spent like a part of her life in China because she wanted to go and study, and she was like explaining me how it was like so straight out of the movies, and she wanted really to live that life, and it was so incredible for her. And I told ki, oh, I wish it could happen for me as well. And she was like, yeah, it's incredible, you. But um I just do not think it would. Obviously, it could happen for me, but I don't think it could happen for me. For the like past 3-4 years, I just have this urge to travel. But I am not able to travel, or it's like it's been a while since I'm in this world. I am old enough, I'm adult enough, and when I see people of my age who have been to all these places and seen all these things, and I haven't even seen the northern areas of my own country, it makes me so sad. Every summer I'm like, oh, मुझे नॉर्थ जाना है, और फिर मैं नहीं जा पाती. और इट जस्ट मेक्स मी सो सैड कि मैं अपने मुल्क में यहाँ नहीं जा सकती. हाउ कैन आई गो आउट ऑफ द कंट्री एंड एक्सप्लोर ऑल दीज थिंग्स. और ऊपर से आई एम इन दिस कंट्री where even if I get the money to be somewhere, they need a whole bank statement of all the transaction I did, and I still have the chance to get my visa cancelled. It just makes me so sad. Like, someone I know just got their visit visa for Canada rejected, and they are like, they are good, they are earning really well. Like, I am not even earning a fraction of what they are earning, but still they got their visa cancelled. Then there was someone I know, another person I know, and they were not, I don't know them. They were someone I know, unka someone I know got their visa for Turkey rejected, even though they themselves came from Germany. Because I don't know why, like, they got their visa rejected. So a lot of visas are get rejected. So even if I like collect all the money to travel somewhere, there's a high chance I would not even get the visa for that. So just all these things, I'm like, oh my god, if am I gonna even live my dream? I really want to like go here, go there, and I see all these people who are even younger than me who are experiencing all of that, and I cannot. And it sometimes make me sad. Obviously, I see like, even यहाँ पे I hear parents telling और दूसरे लोगों को कि oh, my daughter is living alone in America and she's doing this and like वो इतनी independent है और वो सब कुछ खुद करती है ये वो. And I'm like कि मैं भी ये सब कुछ कर सकती हूँ. I just do not have the opportunity to do it, auntie. आप क्यों मेरे सामने शोखी मार रही? So it's just like, it just makes me like, it doesn't makes me a little bit sad, like, and I just feel the urge to live a life like that. The thing is, okay, so I'm telling all of this and you will be like, oh my god, Ravia, it's okay, cheer up. Now I have answers to all of this, okay, which I'm gonna tell in the next episode. So isme I'm just like telling all these things that are my dream, that could not like happen, like, or all of us collective हम सबका ख्वाब. और अगले एपिसोड में I'll tell के how I got over by this like bad this thought, क्योंकि मैं मिजरेबल जिंदगी नहीं गुजार सकती. मतलब मैंने अपनी आपको एक चीज़ प्रॉमिस की कि मैं मिजरेबल, I am not gonna be miserable. So I'm gonna tell all of that in the next episode. इस एपिसोड में I'm gonna tell के what are the things that would make me sad. So like so if it was like that, obviously मुझे लगता है कि a part of me now do not even want to like leave my parents like that. Like, that's not happen. I don't think that I can live happily alone and not think that my parents are alone. Like, no, I want to be there for them. So there's just a lot of things due to which I think that, okay, the dream I was dreaming cannot be true. I cannot be in Scotland and study in this like absolutely amazing university with an incredible architecture, and I cannot go there walking and grab a croissant on my way going there and just sit in this class and have this whole thing going on for me. It's not gonna happen. And it makes me sad. Like, there's just so much I want to do, and I see people experiencing that, and it just makes me sad that why this thing cannot happen for me, why this damn thing cannot happen for me. And like, the thing is that obviously I have my whole life to achieve and do all of this, but obviously after a while maybe I'll be married, and it's not gonna be the same, and I'll have different priorities then, and the life would be different. So I just really want to experience all of that before all of this. And you guys would be like, Rabia, there's a lot of opportunities. When I tell you guys that I have really applied for fully funded summer programs, fully funded scholarships, things like that, and I have received rejection. I haven't replied to every single one of them. I have received rejection to the point that now I cannot go to my teacher and ask for a reference letter. मैंने इतना अपने टीचर से रेफरेंस लेटर मांग दिया कि अब मुझे शर्मिंदगी होती है कि मैं उनसे जाकर रेफरेंस लेटर बनवाऊँ को, क्या मुझे रेफरेंस लेटर रेफर कर दें कहीं पे. Or secondly, I am also done with writing essays and telling them how passionate I am and how I am the best person they could have in this program. I am so done that I stopped doing it, क्योंकि even though आपको पता होता है कि the chances for me being selected for this is very skim, but at the same time skim are very slim. But at the same time, when you are filling this application of 1000 pages, a part of you, when you click on submit, a part of you starts believing that I am gonna be selected. Because why would you make a student be that emotionally attached to an application by making it 1000 pages long? I don't understand that. You should only I think, first of all, you should just only ask student for their experience and the places they have worked in, stuff like that, okay? And their volunteer experience and everything things like that. If someone stands out to you, only select that person and then ask that person to write these essay. And then if you see spark in that person, then tell them कि अपनी 1 minute की वीडियो अपलोड करें जिसमें आप ये बात करें. फिर अगर उसमें से आपको उनमें स्पार्क नजर आता है, फिर उसको इंटरव्यू के लिए बुलाएं. Just do that. Make it easier for us to apply so that we don't get that emotionally connected to your whole program. It's sad. But so I tried a little bit. Obviously मुझे लगता है कि I didn't try it with my full force, because I'm embarrassed to ask for a reference letter. If anyone is listening to it and would like to refer me, please let me know, ताकि मैं एक और प्रोग्राम में अप्लाई कर दूँ. फिर there's just a lot of programs जो कि जब तक आप स्टूडेंट रहते हो, मतलब कि ग्रेजुएट होने के 1-2 साल बाद तक ही रहते हैं, उसके बाद वो ख़त्म हो जाते हैं. तो there's just a whole part of programs that जिनकी एक्सपायरी डेट आ गई है मेरे लिए, और I cannot apply to them any further. कुछ प्रोग्राम्स ऐसे हैं जिनके लिए मुझे अभी और 5-6 साल का एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए, which is also not working. Obviously अभी तो ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. So yeah, all these things that stopped me, and I know some people go and they achieve all of that and it's really incredible. Lekin for me, it took me. So here's the thing. You really need to be good at what you do, and you need to have all these experience and a strong network in order to get such opportunities, especially international opportunities. Now I believe that if I would have polished myself, so I would have been really good for MUNs. I would have been really good as a debater in that like field if I had polished myself, someone had polished myself. लेकिन मेरे स्कूल में कभी मुझे इस चीज़ का एहसास नहीं कराया गया क्योंकि मुझे कभी कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी ही नहीं मिली. कॉलेज में ऐसा कुछ था ही नहीं. यूनिवर्सिटी जब तक मैं गई हूँ मतलब मुझे बहुत टाइम लगा रियलाइज़ होने में कि ओके दिस इज़ समथिंग आई एम एक्चुअली गुड एट. और तब तक टाइम गुजर चुका था, मैं अपने आप को ट्रेन नहीं कर सकती थी, कहीं जा सकती थी. तो दैट्स फन. तो इवन द थिंग दैट आई वॉज रियली गुड इन, आई रियलाइज इट सो लेटर कि नाउ आई कैन नॉट यूटिलाइज इट एंड जस्ट लाइक गेट ऑल दिस अपॉर्चुनिटीज़. जिनको पहले रियलाइज हो गया था एंड वो स्कूल के टाइम से उस चीज़ के बारे में करें, दे आर गोइंग टू प्लेसेज एंड दे आर लाइक रिप्रेजेंटिंग पाकिस्तान एंड it's I love that for them. So even if you want to get somewhere, especially like if you want like to go in fully funded things, you need to figure out बहुत पहले से, ताकि आप उस चीज़ में अपनी नेटवर्किंग ग्रो कर सकें, ताकि आप उस चीज़ में वॉलंटियर वर्क ज़्यादा कर सकें, आप चीज़ों में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकें, ये सब कुछ. सो बहुत सी चीज़ें मेरे हाथ से निकल गई हैं. तो तब मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ कि ओके मैं ये कर सकती हूँ. Student visa so expensive, like I cannot. Here's also the thing different, a lot of people go there to settle over there. I would love to go and settle over there, लेकिन वही बात है कि I cannot like मैं अकेले रह सकती हूँ, लेकिन I know the idea of just not having my parents like staying here and me just not being with them. और there's like two different things. एक होता है कि आपको पाकिस्तान में कोई अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिल रही, इस वजह से आप गए. दिस इज़ वाई माई ब्रदर हैड टू लीव पाकिस्तान, क्योंकि ही वॉज नॉट फाइंडिंग एनी बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ इन पाकिस्तान एंड माई फादर ऑल्सो रियली वॉन्टेड हिम टू गो. बट मैंने कुछ बच्चे देखे हैं who have opportunities, who have the privilege, but they have the privilege and they have the wealth कि they can really go out. और उसके बाद वो वापस आ जाते हैं. मैं ऐसा नहीं कर सकती, क्योंकि अगर मेरे पे कोई इतने पैसे इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है तो फिर मैं वापस अगर आ रही हूँ उसको कोई फ़ायदा नहीं होना. मुझे यहाँ पे जो उन्होंने मुझे सैलरी उतनी देनी है. दे आर नॉट गोना गिव मी, क्योंकि मेरे पास इतने लाख की मैं डिग्री करके आई हूँ. So for me student visa is really like I cannot do that. Anyways, there are all these things and all these boundaries due to which, और जो शादी करने के बाद बाहर जाना ना, I just added that शुरू में, लेकिन that is not something I seek, or it's not something that I like think about. It's very weird for me to think that I am specifically gonna marry someone who lives outside Pakistan so that it could be easier for me to escape this country. I actually don't hate this country, and all the positive things actually I'm gonna say in the next episode. Like, I just want to like, for the record, I said my friends got married and are moving abroad, but they like got married to the person they really loved, and that person happened to be in those countries, so they have to move with them. So इस वजह से मुझे लगता है कि for me भी I cannot like imagine marrying someone just because they're like, that is for me that is insane. I would never do that, and I think it's disrespectful to the person you're marrying. But anyways, that's like just to be clear, that when someone could be like, okay, she's desperate. That I'm not. Also like I truly just want my personal like thing, but like just being abroad and like all that thing had been a dream of me since long, and I don't see it happening. And whenever I see, obviously I just see videos regarding it, and there's just so much content I consume about it that it makes me sad. I wish I could be in Japan and I could like sit in a convenience store and do all of this. I wish I was the one who, like, I see travel vloggers who just travel randomly. I wish I could go and travel like that, and I could like take multiple flights and be like, oh my god, I'm traveling all the time. Whenever I see like artists who are, I'm not even talking about friends, like literally artists who are on tour, I look at them and I'm like, how How can you complain about them? They're like, I'm traveling all the time, I'm on tour, I'm going to this country. Isn't that an amazing thing for you? Like, I would love to be in your place. I wish Brown Girl Dance was famous enough. I would have done a Brown Girl Dance tour. I can't do it, obviously. But like, I see people and then I'm like, "Okay, how is this, like, how can you complain about it? Like, how?" So like, मैं किसी को भी देखती हूँ तो मैं कहती हूँ, वाओ यार, क्या मस्त जिंदगी गुजार रहे हैं. Because for me, I really like want to travel. मुझे भी brand deals पे जाना है. मुझे मतलब whenever I see people just casually, like, so whenever I see like people casually going from one European country to another European country, or someone who lives in Canada is casually going to LA and New York, casually, so I'm like, wow. So like, I like see all of that and I'm like, oh, I wish I would live a life like that. I have answers to all of this for myself and for you guys. Like, we are just like ranting here. So like a week ago, I was watching this video where this person randomly attends a short course in philosophy in this university in London and drops out after 2 days. But I was like watching and I was like, people's life is so incredible. Someone is going to Italy just to get a class on how to make pasta. Someone is like, just people are just like hanging out, and it's not just these countries. Even like, I would even just love to visit underrated countries, maybe third world country. I myself live in a third world country. I just want to like experience other things. Like, there's just so many people living in this world, so many different cultures, so many different food, so many different like architecture, or even nature. And I haven't seen anything. I have not seen a seaside in my entire life. I have not seen an island. I have not seen mountains, or I have not seen enough mountains. I have seen mountains, but I have not seen enough of them. Like, only thrice. I have not seen lakes. There's just a lot I have not seen. There's just so much. And that makes me sad that I might not be able to, because there's a lot of people who were born in this country and they died in this country and they never got to see outside their city or province, because traveling in this country, traveling to another country, traveling on plane is a luxury. It's not something everyone could afford. Everyone's purchasing power is really weak, and we cannot even travel on a car from one place to another, like every single day, if we are earning like the gross income, monthly income of that a person is getting in this country. We cannot afford a car with that income. So obviously, it's not that easy to travel. And if I, like, for example, if I like collect all the money, then I could only select one country, and I would probably, that country would be the country where I could get easily visa for. So even if I get all the money, I still cannot get a visa. And that all is kind of sad, but it's not that sad. I'll tell in the next episode. I'm saying all of these things because वही बात है कि I don't want you guys to be like, oh my god, Ravia, it's okay, it's not that big of a deal. I know, but sometimes like I wish I could live that life. Like, I wish, or I know a part of it is because I just watch a lot of people living that life, and that makes me want to. And obviously there's a life beyond social media and no one talks about. Someone who actually moved from Pakistan to abroad have their own struggle, probably listening to it, and like I would give everything away, everything to like be in Pakistan again. But this, I understand that, but it's very different. Um, or yeah, it's very different. I can touch more on that topic, but that's a whole different podcast episode for it. Um, Obviously, it is hard. Again, as I mentioned, like before even starting this topic, to be in another country, not to have your people around, but to be in this country, seeing people saying that they are escaping this country, having the people that were so close to you go and you have to live this life, be here without those people, is also difficult. And also at the same time, somehow the people here, especially, we are really giving more importance and and we are appreciating the people who like go and live abroad alone more, even though people who are here of our generation are also struggling in their own way, but they it's not being appreciated the same way. Obviously living alone is difficult, but being with your parents and taking care of them is also like a lot of people want to be alone. Like when you're alone, you just have to take care of yourself. When you're living with people, you have to take care of them too. And your mood really depends on how they feel, how they are. Like there's just a lot of things that are connected. Your happiness and your sadness and a lot of your feelings are connected to that person. The more responsibility you get, the less you start prioritizing yourself. Like there's just a lot, and obviously the struggle is different. When you're there and you're earning in their currency, so obviously you want to come back and spend that money here, because Pakistan may you will get those things like in a better value, and there's like more, you can get more things here in that country. But here people are not earning enough. So we should see both sides. Anyways, this was not an argument on who is like struggling more. It was more about how like there's this dream that I wanted to happen for me. Every single person who is my friend and I talk to, who are either studying or working like me, also have this dream, even if it could happen for them or not. So I would end this podcast over this quote that I saw on Pinterest. And yeah, so I'm gonna quote that. So it says, "The truth is, I pretend to be cynic, but I am really a dreamer who is terrified of wanting something I may never get." And with that, I'll end this podcast. And I'll see you guys next week. I am really excited for next week podcast. It will make you feel so good. And yeah, see you guys next week. Bye.